Have you ever stopped a crime? Been involved in a bust of some way? Okay.
I wish I could say I have. Man, I'm useless. I haven't stopped anything.
Well, you never know when you're going to be put in one of these situations. This happened to me on Friday. I was thrown into the criminal underworld of New Zealand.
Oh my gosh.
A dark and dangerous place.
Go on then, buddy. What happened?
Filled with unsavory characters and really high-profile sort of criminal stuff. So
You still got your vest on. You just take it off.
I was at the warehouse with my son Jay on Friday. We go there and we were getting this toy, right? And so we've been in the shop and then we head to, like, you can do the self-scan type place. Mm-hmm. And to go there, you snake down this kind of aisle of treats. Terrible if you've got a child, hard enough even if you're an adult. Yep, myself included. So we go down there and we're waiting, and you've got, some people in front of you, behind you. Anyway, my wife has always told me that I missed my opportunity to be like a detective or something, because I notice things. I'm quite observational. When something's off or someone's behaving a little bit strange, I always just pick up on it, often before something happens. I missed this at the start, but I've obviously passed on these same qualities to my son Jay, because he became my little apprentice and my partner.
Cute.
And he called out the guy in front of us, right?
What?
So this is what happened. I missed seeing it exactly, but I was turned looking away at something else. And then my son Jay is like, he's 3. He's like, hey, he just put his bubblegum in his pocket.
He said that.
To the guy who's standing in front of me. And I was like,
my gosh.
And I looked at Jay and I looked at the guy and he turned around and looked at Jay and was like, looking like, hey, shut up. And he was just pulling his hand out of his pocket as this happened. I didn't see what happened. And Jay was like, he took a bubblegum, because Jay wanted bubblegum. And I'd said no.
Oh.
And he was like, he took a bubblegum. And he put it in his pocket. And this was the weird thing, because the guy was in the line to buy stuff. So he had like 4 things he was holding already. So he was going to go pay. And then he was wearing sort of like light shorts, like basketball shorts kind of thing. And there wasn't like there was an outline of what could have been some juicy fruit or like some PK or something, airwaves. And I was like, is he shoplifting? Like right in the line, right in front of me?
Yeah.
And Jay would not stop going on about it, because he was just like, you can't do that. You can't put bubblegum. And then he's like, is he gonna buy it? Is he gonna pay for that? And the guy just started doing the shush, like finger over his lips to Jay, just being like, shh, shh. And then just turned around and I was like,
What were you doing?
well, I didn't know what to do, because I was
that's
like,
rough.
is he shoplifting? He might be. But I didn't see him put it in there. I didn't witness it. I wasn't
didn't want to
looking.
accuse him.
I'm just,
There's no way
I'm
your
going
son
off,
was lying.
a tip off from my own son, and I'm like, what am I going to do? Tackle this guy
sure.
and like try and rip the bubblegum out of his pocket?
yeah,
And then I
that's
was like, oh, come on, he's still, what are they? It's like 70 cents or something
Oh, no.
from the warehouse. They're a big company. They
did-
can
oh, what?
shoulder the loss.
No.
I was like, it's not worth me having a go being like, excuse me, can you show me the insides of your pocket, please? Like some amateur policeman. I did it anyway. In the end, I was just like, oh, well, Jay's calling him out. He went over to the self scan. He never reached into his pocket and pulled it out and scanned it and paid for it. I watched. But then I never fully saw what was in his pocket. But I would say I'm pretty confident Jay caught him. And there was a guy shoplifting some bubblegum.
Why didn't you take it? Your driver's license and say, hey, dude, here, look, listen, I'm undercover.
You're not going to do that.
Why didn't you pay for it?
Well, I don't know. Oh, don't come at me with the why didn't you pay for
Why
it?
didn't you pay for it?
Pay what? Pay for his what?
Bubblegum.
Yeah.
No, but you still have to call him out and be like, hey, did you take some bubblegum? He'd be like,
But it's a subtle way of doing it.
Who?
Hey man, just
What do you mean
just,
it's subtle
just
what?
so my son can stop yelling at you. I'm sure nothing happened. Do you want me to just cover that?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's easy
Or
to play
you just- was he
Good
big-
Samaritan
was he
when
big
you're in
guy?
the radio studio.
Start it up. The morning wake up on Life FM.